And welcome to another update of the 32.5 window Coupe sharp dressed rat. First of all, I hadn't intended to do another update video until the final reveal, but I decided to go ahead and do one. And actually, my Canon PowerShot camera that I've only had since I think February decided to go ahead and turn in its 2 weeks notice early and quit. So I was trying to take some pictures of in-progress pics of the car Saturday, and I turned the camera on, and the image in the view screen was just all distorted and looked awful. So I took the memory card out, put it back in, thought maybe we might have had that in, wasn't in good or whatever. Took the battery out, double checked it, cleaned the contacts off, put it back in, nothing. So back to Best Buy I went, and they gladly let me go to find another one, and they didn't have the same model that I had in stock. So I put 20 more bucks with it and got a Nikon. I don't have the box closed, but it's similar, on a par with the PowerShot. Same features pretty much, same zoom and all that. So the only difference is that the pictures and the video that came out of the Canon PowerShot at full resolution on this camera, the video and picture files are twice as large at maximum res. So I've had to cut back on how many pictures I can send in emails, and this video will probably take forever to load. So at any rate, so I wanted to do a real quick video on what I've done with the 5-window Coupe. Got everything together pretty much. Of course, in the other video, the motor was together. I had all the suspension together and installed, front, rear. I got the tires, wheels mounted up and installed on the suspension parts on the axles is ready to go. I've got the only thing I haven't done so far is paint the exterior parts and of course the body. And I've got it mocked up and sitting for checking for stance, and I'll let you have a look at it. So that's where we're at so far. The motor's just sitting in, the engine's just sitting in there. Still haven't put the headers on yet. I wanted to make sure that everything was going to sit good before I started, and I still will wait. Probably the headers will be the last thing until after I get the body on and everything. But that's kind of how it's going to look if I can do this without knocking everything loose. Sort of like that. Let me see. I may have that. Yeah, I've got that too high. There we go. Sorry about that. Zoom in just a little. And you'll have to excuse me. I'm still getting used to this camera. So, all right. So that's kind of how it's going to look when it's finished up. I was pretty satisfied with the way it stands. I didn't want this one sitting on the ground just because of the theme that it was kind of going to be a kind of a classy rat rod, and I didn't want it sitting slammed on the ground, and so I wanted it sitting kind of like sitting low enough, but not as high up as a high boy would normally be, but still wanted it to have that low aggressive kind of look to it. I went with the hubcap wheel option, the Ford hubcaps. Painted the Steelies the red, as I said in the other video. Cleared them with the gloss red, the gloss polyurethane rather. The only thing I don't like about this kit, and this is another one of my rants about Revell rather, and AMT and the other kit manufacturers. Guys, we are spending $25 and $30, sometimes $50 for kits. Make pad printed white wall tires in all of your kits that have white walls as an option. Don't put white wall decals on a $30, $25, $30 model. I mean, that's just a bunch of crap. You know, we're spending the kind of money that we're spending. The least you can do as kit manufacturers are make pad printed white wall lettered tires and white walls. Make that mandatory for all of your kits. Especially these repops. You know, there's no excuse for that. I mean, you don't have to retool to do that. All you got to do is just shoot the pad print stuff on and be done with it. So, that's all I'm going to say about that, as Forrest Gump would say. The white wall decals, I did the best I could with them. I was not going to order a set of white wall tires for this kit and for this build. I just didn't want to take that kind of time. I think they came out looking pretty good. When I do the final reveal, you may, as I do the close-up slideshow, you may be able to tell. And now that you know it, you'll know what to kind of look for. But they are the decals. But I think they came out okay. Got the body primed with Duplicolor primer sealer. The other exterior parts that are going to be pearl white Testors lacquer are they have been primed in our sitting. I will probably wet sand this tonight with some 1,000 grit and work up to 12,000 just to get it good and smooth. And we'll go from there. Probably shoot paint tomorrow night or Saturday. The humidity is going to start to creep back up a little bit here in Nashville. I hope that it doesn't get too high, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. I'm going to shoot indoors, so maybe we'll be okay. But that's where we're at with the Sharp Dressed Rat. Oh, yeah, let me show you the interior. I didn't put the interior in so I wouldn't have to keep fighting with getting it in and out of the body. But there's the interior. Just nothing fancy. Use the 3-gauge chrome option for the dash gauges. They have they've got an option for a 5-gauge decal with a piece of clear plastic that goes right in front of the steering wheel. I opted for the more of the street rod type setup, and then the seats are the foil nail strips, kind of a zebra design, and that's about it. I didn't do any carpet or anything, just detailed out the window glass cranks and the door handles, and that's it. Real simple interior. And this is painted with the ivory, Ceramcoat ivory. I wanted something that wasn't, a bright white. So that's that. So that's where we're at. That's pretty much all I have for this update. I hope by maybe Sunday we'll have a final product out and a video out. So that's all for today. Until I talk to you again, take care of one another, keep building. God bless you and your family. I'm out.